Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo 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 Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayana Namaskrityam
Namaskrityam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devi Saraswati Vyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Saraswati
Ashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Bhadreshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttama Sloke
Bhagavate Sloke
Bhaktin Bhavatir Naistiti
Bhakti
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Nanda Gopa Kumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya.
Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the morning Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 18, text number 36. 1:18:36. Please repeat behind me. Idi uktvā roṣa-tāmrākṣo.
Uktvā roṣa-tāmrākṣo.
Vayasyān ṛṣi-bālakaḥ.
ṛṣi-bālakaḥ.
kauśiky-āpa upaspṛśya.
kauśiky-āpa upaspṛśya.
vāg-vajraṁ visasarja.
vāg-vajraṁ visasarja.
Iti uktvā roṣa-tāmrākṣo.
Iti uktvā roṣa-tāmrākṣo.
vayasyān ṛṣi-bālakaḥ.
vayasyān ṛṣi-bālakaḥ.
kauśiky-āpa upaspṛśya.
kauśiky-āpa upaspṛśya.
vāg-vajraṁ visasarja.
vāg-vajraṁ visasarja.
Iti uktvā roṣa-tāmrākṣo.
Iti uktvā roṣa-tāmrākṣo.
vayasyān ṛṣi-bālakaḥ.
vayasyān ṛṣi-bālakaḥ.
kauśiky-āpa upaspṛśya.
kauśiky-āpa upaspṛśya.
vāg-vajraṁ visasarja.
vāg-vajraṁ visasarja.
Word by word meaning, please repeat behind me. Iti.
Iti.
Thus.
Thus.
Uktvā.
Uktvā. Te.
roṣa-tāmrākṣah.
roṣa-tāmrākṣah.
With red hot
With red hot
eyes
eyes.
due to being angry.
Being angry.
vayasyān.
Vayasyān.
Unto the playmates.
Unto the playmates.
ṛṣi-bālakaḥ.
ṛṣi-bālakaḥ.
The son of a rishi.
Son of a rishi.
kauśiky.
Kauśiky.
The river Kauśika.
The river Kauśika.
āpakaḥ.
Apaha.
Water.
Water.
upaspṛśya.
Upaspṛśya.
By touching.
By touching.
Walk.
Walk.
Words.
Words.
Vajram.
Vajraṁ.
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt.
Visasarja.
Visasarja.
Throw. Through.
Through.
Ha.
Ha.
In the past.
The past.
Translation and purport by giving grace Abhay Charna of the A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Śrīla Prabhupada. Translation, please repeat behind me. The son of the rishi.
Son of the rishi.
His eyes is red hot with anger.
Red hot with anger.
Touched the water of the river.
touch the
water of the river
Kauśika,
Kauśika
while speaking to his
while speaking to his
playmates
playmates
and discharged the
and discharged the
following thunderbolt of words.
following thunderbolt of words.
Purport. The circumstances under which Mahārāja Parīkṣit was cursed were simply childish, as it appears from this verse. Śṛṅgi was showing his impudency amongst his playmates, who were innocent. Any sane man would have prevented him from doing such great harm to all human society. By killing a king like Mahārāja Parīkṣit just to make a show of acquired brahminical power, the inexperienced son of a brahmana committed a great mistake. Hare Krishna. So this is again the Mahārāja Parīkṣit before the small boy, the brahmana's son, since his father was dishonored by Parīkṣit Maharaj by garlanding a dead snake. By hearing this, the son of the brahmana got angry. So he's a small boy, he is playing with his playmates. So and after hearing this, yesterday we discussed, he was telling that since Krishna left from this material world, nobody is there to take care of this dharma. So for giving the punishments. So I am giving the punishment. Like that, he proud of his powers, and he was started giving the curse to Parīkṣit Maharaj. Now today it is explained that how he was, what he did. So his eyes was red hot with anger. So whenever some person is too much anger, you see their eyes will be reddish, because the blood will flow in that manner, the eyes will be reddish. And immediately what he did, he touched the river Kauśika. Kauśika, there is a river, the Kauśika river, they touch. So and discharged then he is speaking to these playmates, his friends, whom are all is around him. He is speaking with the playmates, his age friends. Then he discharged the following thunderbolt words. Then he told he cursed the Parīkṣit Maharaj. That's why here in the Bhagavatam it means thunderbolt of words. Thunderbolt means it is a, what is thunderbolt? Thunderbolt means it is a big electricity, right? It is a natural electricity. It is said that one thunderbolt, it will equal to, if you with the one thunderbolt power, the entire world can be lightened. So that much power the thunderbolt has. So that is so much powerful. That is why he is, because of the words he spoke, it is so much powerful. That's the reason here they referred thunderbolt of words, because it is not a normal. And the whatever he did it's a childish way of cursing a Parīkṣit Maharaj, because it is just anyway, whatever Parīkṣit Maharaj did is one of the other way, it is a dishonored a person, dishonored a rishi, but there is no harm to the rishi, just a dishonored him. Just he put a dead snake, that's all. He not killed the rishi or something, so don't want to panic much. But this guy, what he did this Samik Rishi son Śṛṅgi, he took this as offended. We are the higher class people, and the Kshatriya king is a lower class. In that manner he talked. But he never see he is going to give the curse so that the entire humanity going to be affected, the entire brahmanical culture going to be affected. He never thought in that manner, because he is a small boy, childish way, he gave the curse to the king. And in this verse, there are two things we can take away from this verse. What are the takeaways from this verse is, two important points are there. One is anger and another one is words. These are the two things we can see in this, prominent in this verse. First, we will discuss about anger. Anger, there are so many people, the pious people, even Krishna himself, he told about anger in Bhagavad Gita. Also, there are so many pious people, they also talked about anger. There are so many ways. So the anger, it will take you to the distraction. So anger will, it nowhere, it will give the any goodness in the anger. But if the anger is for the Lord, then it will give the yield the goodness. So, for example, how come it is the anger become give you the goodness? If you if you do for if you take angry for the Lord, how it will be give the goodness? Goodness in the sense it will be save somebody, or it will do some good thing for others. So, for example, one of the example we can say, we can think about Ramayana. In the Ramayana, when Hanuman reached Lanka, the Ravan and party, they captured Hanuman. They thought it's a monkey. So in the tail, they put a cloth and they put a mixed with a ghee and oil. They burn his tail. So Hanuman got angry at that time. That is spiritual anger. The Hanuman anger was spiritual anger. What he did? Okay, let me do something with this. How can I use this situation to serve the Lord? So what he did? He took the Gaudiya's tail and he go all the houses in the Lanka and he burned all the places, all the palaces, everywhere he burned everything with his fire. With the anger he did that. So that anger, since that is one of the proverb in Tamil, Tidum Nandrum Pirar Taravara. That means whatever good or bad, it won't come from others. So you are the only reason for good and bad. Since Ravana took the decision to burn Hanuman's tail, he did that act that to burn his tail. Because of that, all his kingdom got burned by Hanuman. So the act initiated by Ravana, and he got the reaction for that. So the goodness or bad, we are the only reason for that. Whatever it is coming to us, we are the only reason for that. Sometimes it may not feel that, okay, unknown person came and harm us without any reason. So for that also there is a reason, but we may not aware there is a reason. It could be there in our previous birth, we did some bad karma. Because of that, now in this birth, we are facing this kind of situation. So we need to take in that way. So we may not get all the reasons always why we are getting some punishments. So now we are talking about anger. Again, in Tamil, there is a in Tamil Tirukkural. It is already we told about Tirukkural. There is a poet. In only 2 lines he explained the things. So here in the Tirukkural 305, he is saying in Tamil it is there. I will just in the English also you can see in the translation here. So I can just read this. Tannaitan kakin sinangaka kavakal tannaye kollum sinam. See, the English translation is, if thou wouldn't guard thyself, guard against wrath away, always. So this is in the old English. So what it is answer this here it is they are saying is, we have to safeguard ourselves without the anger should not come out from us. That way we need to be there in that situation always. We have to be our surroundings, we need to be in the neutral position. We should not get angry. So if it is not, what will happen? That anger will kill ourselves. That's what he is saying. So the anger won't kill others. Even though if you kill others, again it will reverse to you. The similar thing had happened when the Mahabharata time, when Ashwatthama got angry on the Pandavas, he wanted to kill all the Pandavas. Then he wanted to take a revenge. So with anger, he went to kill Pandavas and he killed all he thought Pandavas were sleeping, 5 were sleeping. So he made mistake, he killed all the Pandavas' sons. So he killed and then he came to know that he killed all the Pandavas' sons. Because of that, what he got? Arjuna caught him and he removed his hairs and he lost all his power and he got the curse also. He always will be there in this material world, and he need to, if there somebody got the curse, he need to be always in the material world. Means this material world is full of always, it is not a good place to live. This place is always suffering places. So he has to suffer the entire, always. He has to suffer always. So that's the curse he got. So if we are not able to control our anger, so it will take us to kill ourselves only. So this is the example what we can see. And also there is a in Bhagavad Gita also, the chapter second chapter. So how the anger arises, Krishna explained here. So if you see, I just shared with the translation. So from text 62. So I'm just reading the translation. While contemplating the object of senses, a person develops attachment for them, and from such attachment, lust develops, and from lust, anger arises. So while contemplating the object of senses, so a sense object, suppose we don't have our senses, we want to enjoy something, okay, and we are not getting that. So then, if you want to enjoy something, you will develop, you will contemplate. You are thinking about the same thing. Then, what will happen? It will develop your attachment for that. So that attachment, what it will do? It will develop a lust. Then lust, it will take into the anger. Suppose, for example, if you wanted to buy a BMW car, you don't have that much money, but you develop a sense that I want to get a BMW car, like that. We are always thinking about BMW car. We develop the attachment towards the car. Then that is develop the lust towards the car. And if you are not able to get that, then what will happen? You will be, yes, in the childhood, they will think, so you become a young man. When I go to the job, then I will get a BMW car. So once you completed studies and you are getting a normal job, you are not able to get even a car also. Then what will happen? Then your thinking was very strong to get the car, but you are not able to get. Then what will happen at that time? We will get frustration and we will get angry at that time on us only. So the next verse, Krishna is telling 63. From anger, complete delusion arises, and from delusion, bewilderment of memory. When memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost, and when intelligence is lost, one fall down again into the material pool. So this is the Krishna explained. If anger comes, what will happen? So anger means we will lose our memory, we will lose our intelligence. Then what will happen? We will come into the fall down again into the material pool. This is the explanation provided by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita for the anger. So anger, it is not to control. We don't want to control the anger. We need to take ourselves in a situation that the anger should not come. Even though anger comes, we should avoid that. We try to be in the neutral position always. So anger is the topmost enemy for ourselves always. So as we see, anger kills us and it will pull us into the material pool again. So we try to avoid the anger always. And next, that there are two things we saw: anger and words. And words, how the words are powerful. In this verse we saw, he spoke the thunderbolt words. So words are so powerful. For that also, there is in Tamil, there is a Tirukkural, there is 2 lines about the words. The Thiruvalluvar he gave, what is that? Teenal suttapun ullarum arade navinal sutta vadu. That means he said, even a wound happened because of fire, it will heal itself in some days. But the wounded by the words, if you wound others by a word, it won't heal at all. That's what he is saying. The 2 lines, he give the big theory. What is that? The words which are coming from our mouth, if it is wounding others' heart, it never heal in their lifetime. That's what Tribal was saying. So this is a great, we have to accept that. Because if somebody beaten us, we will forget and we'll forget later and we'll go off. If somebody dashed our car, we'll forget. But somebody on the getting down from the car and fighting with us, when the words they are shouting us, that time we never forget that shouting in our lifetime. Because the words are so much powerful than the other things. So words are so much powerful. Word has so much power. So if the material words and curses has this much power, we can't imagine how much power the holy name has. So the holy name is so much power, so much powerful. And also when in the Bhagavad Gita, again Krishna is saying, the Arjuna was lamenting. So he was saying that how can I fight, because if I kill all the opposite parties, they will lose their wives, will be widows, and their children will be fatherless. There is no goodness happen in the society, and with whom I can go and share this. All those things he put in front of Krishna, and I won't fight like that. Then Krishna told, what he is saying, that the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, while speaking learned words, you are mourned for what is not worthy for grip. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor for the dead. So here, sarcastically, Krishna is saying that I saw you are speaking like a learned words. You are a Pandita, but you are speaking your attachment. You are showing to the attachment to this material way of life, material people. So you are showing all those things. So you are not a learned man. So when you're a learned man, we can understand, or when you fool or learned person or a foolish person, how can we understand? When they open their mouth, that time we can understand what they are speaking. From their speech, we can understand whether this person is a fool or a person is a learned man. So always we need to control our tongue, because controlling the tongue is very much important. In the lecture of instruction also it is said, Vacha Vegam. The first sloka it is saying that Vacha Vegam. Vacha means the word should be controlled. Our tongue should be controlled. And Manasa Krodha Vegam. In the Krodha means anger. Again, we need to control the anger. So all the pious people, pious activities, devotees, everyone, they are referring that these two things. Control the anger and control your words. Because these are all, both will kill you anytime. So we have to control our words also. And in Bhagavad Gita, again, Krishna is saying, 2.15, O best among men, Arjuna, the person who is not disturbed by happiness or distress and is steady in both are certainly eligible for liberation. So happiness or distress, we should not get too much happiness, too much proud, too much ego. When the ego comes also, that time also we won't give the respect to others. We will hurt the others with our words. When we get distress also, we will get anger, then we will hurt others. So in both the situation, we will get either in the both the extreme condition, happiness or distress. Both the conditions, we will lose our words. There is a possibility. There are a lot of possibilities are there to give the wrong words to others. So in the both the situation also, we need to be steady. Steady in this. If you are in the steady condition, we are eligible for the liberation. So in the Acharya is also saying that whenever you are happy, you need to take that. Okay, it is Krishna gave this now. Okay, let me give. I'm accepting that. It is now. I don't want to do more in happiness or enjoyment. I'm proud of that. Okay, I did, because of that I got this result. Don't want to proud of that. We need to say Krishna gave. So we should know that how the climates are changing, the heat and winter, how it is changing. Sometimes it is summer, sometimes it is winter. How it is changing. The same thing, our life also will change with the happiness and distress always. Sometimes you will get a happiness and sometimes it will be distress. So this will come as a cycle again and again, and it will come. Both will come in our life. So we should not proud when we get the happiness. and we should not distress. We should not go down. We would not lose our hope when we in the distress condition. Both the conditions are given by the Lord to test our steadiness. So we need to take in that way, because when the person, as per this sloka, when a person is in the happiness or the distress state, who is in the steady state, that person will be eligible for the liberation. So if you want to go out of this material world, go out of this birth and death, we should not be affected by happiness as well as the distress. So, and also today's sloka, what we saw is very important takeaway for us. Two things, anger and words. We should not get into the situation so that it will increase, our anger will come out. And even though we are thinking that the unpleasant situation, that time we need to take that as a gift of the Lord. Okay, see, this situation Lord gave it to me to test my patience. So we need to take in that way. So that if you remember the Lord, if you connect with the Lord, then automatically that will come down. And another one is words. So our words should be always, it should be pleasing to the others. It should be pleasing to the others. Pleasing words. Because all of the people in the world, all are suffering. So when you give the love and care to the people through your words, that is enough to heal their distresses. So our words should be always, it should be pleasing words to others, so that the opposite person also will be pleased. If you were in the anger, if you lose your words, then it will kill us. It will kill us also, because there are so many examples we saw in our society. There are so many newspapers we can see. In the tea shop, they will just, two people will go for a tea. They will argue about the politics. There is nowhere connected to them. Just they argued opposite parties, both the people, and they will fight each other. One of the person kill other person. There is a news are coming in that newspaper. Now also this kind of issues are happening in the society, because the words are more powerful. So we have to always conscious about words, what is coming from our mouth. It should be always pleasing to others. And when we are talking about all these words, when we talk about the holy name, see, this material things itself is much powerful and this is destroying. And if you take the holy name, what will happen? The holy name is so much of powerful. We can't compare that holy name with all the other nonsense words, whatever is spoke by this Śṛṅgi, whatever Hukka is given to the Parīkṣit Maharaj. So the holy name is so much powerful. So if you utter that holy name words, it will take you to the goal of the Vrindavan. In Hindi, they will say, Naam se Dham. So if you take the name, it will take you to the Dham. Dham is where Lord resides. So there it will take. So the word has that much power. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita also, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Nama Namakari Baguda Nija Sarva Shaktis Tatra Arpidaryamidaga Smaranena Kalaha Edaktishi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaivam Yidrisham Igajani Nanuragaha. What he said? So Lord, you put your potency, all your potencies, you kept all your potencies in your names alone, the holy names alone. But I am so unfortunate, I am unable to utter your holy name of the Lord. Holy names. That's what he is saying. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is lamenting, he is unable to take the holy names, because the Lord kept all his potencies in the names. So instead of speaking the nonsense things, if you speak about the Lord, if you utter the holy name of the Lord, it will take us to the higher level, next level in the spirituality, and it will keep us in the good position in the society, in the material world also. Also, it will take us to the spiritual world. So, the two things, today's takeaway is, we should control under our angers. We should be always in the neutral situation, try to be in neutral situation, so that we can continue our bhakti. And the next thing is, we need to control our words, so that it won't wound us, and it won't, if you lose our words, we may lose our life also. It will go into that extent. So anger and our words should be controlled. And anger, we can avoid anger, and we can utter the holy name of the Lord, so that it will take us to the supreme abode. Hare Krishna. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai.